Good morning, students. The topic we are going to discuss is hashing. So, hashing is a technique which is used for performing insertion, deletion, and finds in constant average time. Okay, within a constant average time, you can perform insertion, deletion, searching operation with the help of the hashing technique. So the hash table data structure is nothing but is an array of some fixed size which contains keys. So what is key? A key is a value associated with each record. To perform the hashing, we need a hash function, that is to fill the elements in hash table data structure. We need hashing function. So it is a key to address transformation which acts upon a given key. Using the key, we are computing the relative position of the key in an array. So that is the use of hashing function. So a simple hash function is hash of key value equal to key value modulus table size. Assume the table size is 10. If we are computing the value of hash of 92, so the formula is what? 92 modulus table size. So here the table size is 10. So 92 modulus 10, we will get the value 2. So which means that the key value 92 is placed in the relative location 2. Okay. So this is what happening in hashing function. So some of the methods for hashing function are module division, mid-square method, folding method, pseudo-random method, digit or character extraction method, radix transformation. When we study the hash data structure, the important thing what we have to know is collision. So what is collision? If for the two key values, if I get the same position, then it is called a collision. Okay. So for example, hash of 92 is 2. Hash of 12 is again 2. So for two elements, I am getting the same position. So this is called collision. So to solve the collision, we have several collision resolution techniques. They are separate chaining, open addressing, and double hashing. So what is separate chaining? It is an open hashing technique. Okay. So whenever the element is collide with already existing element, then in order to overcome that collision, a linked list is created, that is the new element is added to each record location. Okay, so the new element is added to the already existing record. So this is called separate chaining. So since we are using the linked list concept, you can add any number of nodes. We don't have any limitation. Now we will see the procedure for insertion. As I told, to perform the insertion of an element, you have to traverse down the appropriate list to check whether the element is already in hash table or not. If the element is the new element, then it is inserted at the front of the list or the end of the list if it is a collision. If the element is a duplicate element, an extra field is kept. So the advantages of this method is it is simple to implement. You can add any number of elements to the chain. It is less sensitive to the hash function. It is mostly used when we don't know anything about the number of keys to be inserted or deleted from hash table. The disadvantages are hash performance of chaining is not good because the keys are stored with the help of the linked list. So this method leads to wastage of space, and this method uses extra space for links. If we have added more number of elements in the chain, then the searching time can also become order of n in the worst case. Okay, we will see with one example. Let us consider our simple hash function we have taken as key modulus 7. Okay, and we have several keys 50, 776, 85, 92, 73, 101. So all these are going to be inserted in the hash table. So initially the table is empty. So first we are inserting the element 50. Okay, so 50 modulus 7, it gives the location 1. So at the index 1, the element 50 is inserted. Similarly, the elements 700 and 76 are inserted in the respective places. When we come with the element 85, again we are getting the same index position 1. So it is colliding with the element 50. So if collision occurs in separate chaining in this method, you have to create a new node. Okay, and the new node is added in the linked list. So all the collided elements are maintained in a separate list. So see in the next figure, again I am inserting 92. So it is colliding with the element 50. So that's why 92 is inserted as the new node in that list. Okay, so see the figure, we have the empty table. We are inserting 50. Sorry. Okay, inserting 50. 50 modulus 7 equal to 1. So 50 is inserted at index 1. And we are inserting 776. 700 modulus 7 equal to 0 and 76 modulus 7 equal to 6. So the elements are inserted at the respective places. So we are inserting 85. So 85 is colliding with the element 50. So what we are doing? We are creating the new node and it is added in the linked list. Okay, so this is called separate chaining. So the next method we are going to discuss is open addressing. So like separate chaining, open addressing is another one method which is used to handle the collision. In open addressing, all the elements are stored in the hash table itself. We don't need to go for a separate list. All the elements are stored in the same table itself. Then how it handles the collision? Okay, so that is the procedure. For example, if we can do several operations: insert of k, search of k, delete of k in this hash table data structure. So insert of k, that is keep probing until an empty slot is found. Once an empty slot is found, you can insert k into that position. Searching, you have to keep probing until slot's key does not matched with k or an empty slot is reached. In order to delete the element from the hash table. Okay, so you have to make the deleted keys as deleted. So the method is called as linear probing. So why it is called as linear probing means we linearly probe for next slot. Consider S be the table size. If slot hash of x modulus s, so this is our hash function. Okay, if it is full, then you have to go with the next location, hash of x plus 1 modulus s. If it is also already occupied, then you have to go into the next location, hash of x plus 2 modulus s. Okay, like that we are linearly probing for free slot. We will see with one example. Consider the hash function is key modulus 7 and we have several keys. Initially the table is empty. We are inserting 50. 50 modulus 7 gives you the index 1. So 50 is added in the location 1 and we are inserting 776. Both are inserted in their respective location. When we insert 85, collision occurs because 85 modulus 7 gives the value 1, but in 1 already we have the element 50. So this is called collision. So how we are solving this with the help of linear probing? If the slot is full, you have to move to the next location. So that's why I am searching for the next slot, the next available free slot. Since 2 is free slot, you can use that location to store 85. So again, I am inserting the value 92. So it is colliding with 50. Okay, so that is 92 modulus 7 gives you 1. At index 1 already I am having the element 50. So if collision occurs, I have to move to the next location, hash of x plus 1. So that is 2. If that location is also full, then I have to go hash of x plus 2. So I am moving to the location 3. At the index 3, I can insert the value 92. Okay. So this is called linear probing. See the figure. Initially the table is empty. I am inserting 50. 50 modulus 7 equal to 1. So it is inserted at index 1. The next I am inserting the value 776. 700 modulus 7 gives you 0 and 76 modulus 7 gives you 6. So they are inserted in their respective places. When we insert 85, it is colliding with the element 50 because 85 modulus 7 is 1. So what we need to do, it is stored in the next second available slot. Since the second slot is free, you can use that location to hold the element 85. When we insert 92, again collision occurs with 50 because 92 modulus 7 equal to 1. So if collision occurs, then we have to search for the next free slot, but 2 is occupied. Since 3 is free, you can use that location to hold 92. Okay. So this is what happened in linear probing. So the same procedure is applied to quadratic probing also, but only the difference is the interval between successive probes or the interval between entry slots is different. Okay. When the slot is full, you have to start traversing until you find an unoccupied slot. Okay. So the interval between slot is computed by adding the successive value of arbitrary polynomial in the original hash index. So this is the formula. Okay. So index equal to index modulus hash table size. If it is full, then you have to go with index plus 1 modulus hash table size. If that is also full, then you have to go for index plus 4 modulus hash table size. Okay. So we will see with one example. Consider we have the initial empty table and 50 modulus 7 is 1. So it is inserted at index 1 and 776. It gives you the location 0 and 6. So they are inserted in the respective places. When we are inserting 85, it gives you the collision. So you have to insert. Okay, so which location I have to choose? Index plus 1 modulus hash table size. So that's why the element is stored in the second index. At the second index, I have stored the element 85. Okay. So again, I am inserting with the element 92. If it is a linear probing, then 92 is stored in third index. But now we are doing quadratic probing. Okay. So in the quadratic probing, if index is full, if index modulus hash table size is full, we have to go with index plus 1 modulus hash table size. If it is also full, you have to go with index plus 4 modulus hash table size. Okay, that's why it is stored in 1 plus 4. So that is at index 5, we have stored the element 92. Okay, so that's about hashing techniques. So once again, I am just explaining what is hashing. So hashing is a technique. So using this technique, you can perform the insertion, deletion, searching operation in constant average time. To perform hashing, we need the hash function. What is collision? If for two key values, if we get the same position, then it is called as collision. To handle the collision, we used 3 collision resolution technique. One is separate chaining, open addressing, double hashing. So here we are discussing with separate chaining and open addressing. So in separate chaining, how the collision is handled means, if we face with collision, then the new element is added as the new node in the separate linked list. So if we move with open addressing, so in open addressing we have two methods, linear probing and quadratic probing. So what is linear probing? So if collision occurs at one index, then I have to go with the next slot. Okay, I have to linearly probe for next slot, that is hash of x plus 1, hash of x plus 2, hash of x plus 3 and so on. But whereas in quadratic probing, the interval may be deferred. Okay, so it is not index plus 1, index plus 2, index plus 3. It is index plus 1, index plus 4, index plus 9. Okay. So by using these methods, we can solve the collision. Okay, thank you all.